Are you sure? What does it do?
I never did tell you guys, did I?
Tell us what.
Just this, and she'll hold it up, like flash it around a little bit.
Huh,
I
you
call it
showed
the
me.
EvDev. It basically will allow a Pokemon to evolve temporarily, which not really a thing. So it's pretty cool. I don't know if it'd be too helpful in capturing a rare Pokemon though.
Could you evolve the Pokemon, say Fern?
It's funny you ask, actually. Just today, we were looking into that research, and with some tweaks, it's possible.
Aren't Ninetales kind of rare?
Okay, what are you getting at? Because I'm not liking it so far.
I'm just stating facts. I'm not suggesting anything at this stage. I'm just trying to look at it from all angles without any emotion involved.
Would there be a way for her to sneak back out if she were to evolve temporarily and then devolve and then escape?
There are ventilation shafts that Fern has been known to actually go through before.
Fancy that, devolving a Pokemon so that it's easier for them to escape. Fancy that.
Tell me more about these vents.
Remy sort of shimmies into the group of 5.
Tiffany will lean down, pick him up so you can see the table.
Is this where they had Fern? Remy asks.
Yeah, this is where she came from.
Huh.
And the vents themselves, they aren't very big. The normal kind of vent you'd be familiar with. Fern could fit. She's fit.
He puts a paw on the area of the map that looks like cages. What are these?
Pokemon Vault.
Team Rocket's a not very nice group.
They trap Pokemon?
Yep. Trap, steal, any way they can acquire. And so.
I can go in with Fern.
Hey, I never said that Fern was going in, for the record.
I'll go in.
Cassie will just
Sure?
stifle a sigh and look at Noir.
You sure it's going to be dangerous?
I have to try.
You want to rescue the Pokemon too?
Mm-hmm.
Will it even fit an event?
Hey, whoa, hey, let's slow down a little bit on all these suggestions, maybe. Keep in mind, even if you guys are okay with the risk, if anyone messes up, that could be the end of it. All right?
Mm-hmm. Understood.
Just a suggestion, okay? Just a suggestion. Suppose I snuck in.
Suppose you did.
Suppose I did. Suppose I get in at least to this area, and she points at security.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose I got in there and was able to figure out how to disable security or something.
Well, that'd be a start for sure.
Would
one of
Madison
the
be
best
able
things
to
that
come
you-
up with something to crash their systems?
Crashing
I
the
could
systems
definitely-
wouldn't be good. Crashing the
Perhaps they're
systems
for
would be
them.
too suspicious around this time.
Okay.
Well, we don't have to crash the systems, we just have to tweak them so that nothing looks suspicious.
Hypothetically, I think that if you were to manage to successfully sneak into the security room, it would be best to give remote access to someone on the outside. Someone who could monitor the cameras, someone who could tamper with the alarms, someone who could watch, say, when it's good to go further, to loop cameras at the appropriate times, to turn off sensors when you're passing through them.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all hypothetical.
It's all hypothetical.
Do Do we have any way of sneaking in anything that can give someone with sufficient computer skills access?
Yeah, there are ways that could happen.
Such as?
Well, forgive me for being blunt, but I don't think you're much for technology, are you?
No, I'm not, but I know someone who is. I'm rooming with someone who is.
Yeah,
If
we're
there's
good
a
at
way-
making friends, aren't we?
That's right. If I were, hypothetically speaking, going to try to trust anyone with this task, I would probably trust Madison and her Pokemon.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So Madison would be great. I can talk to her and see if she's on board. And we could see if you're right, technology is not what I'm good at, but I am good at remaining unseen.
All right, I mean, you realize there's only one entrance, one exit, as far as I'm aware.
We could
I've
make
broken into
one.
a lot of places.
I can
I've
provide a
broken into a
distraction.
lot of places that were one entrance and one exit.
I can provide a distraction.
Is this Chase or is this Remy?
This
Thank
is Chase. Chase.
Um,
Are you nuts? Remy is not. Where's the smallest hole to crawl in? Can I stay hidden?
Remy's all, don't worry, guys, I got this.
Going in through the front door.
I just need to talk to Fern. She'll explain it. It'll be fine.
if you want another way out, potentially I could try and use my telekinetic abilities to kind of make a new exit. Maybe it might take me a while and it won't be quiet, but if you need a panic button out,
If we're being super hypothetical here, Noir, there was actually
Yeah.
something that I was curious about.
okay.
So I'm aware that you can teleport, but what exactly are your limits? Do you have to be able to see where you're going? Can you take other people with you? How far can you jump?
I have to see where I'm going. I can go up to 12 meters and take someone with me. But that's only once. And it's only one person
All
a
right.
day. I can...
I get a mental strain. It's fine. Okay. I'll think on that.
But if
All
I
right.
go
I'm
a
not going
shorter
to decide
distance-
anything now. Is that fair?
It's your call.
Let us know.
Is there anything else people wanted to talk about?
Molly's actually gonna approach Cassie, and she's gonna say, "This has been hard on both of us."
Yeah. No, I really am sorry about what you're going through. I know that I can't give it my full attention right now, and I'm grateful you understand.
Of course, I understand. I know what it's like to, I know what it's like to worry about parents. But just so you know, I will commit myself completely to this. And I promise you this: if I find your mom, they'll have to kill me first before they get to her.
All right. Then in that case, once this is all said and done, you have the same promise from me.
I'll talk to Madison.
Thank you.
Remy awkwardly says, "And here I thought you were all assholes."
Love you too.
That's
Sets him
That's
down
what this
on
means.
table and walks away.
All right. So you guys will end up in the coffee house, and so Noir's baristaing. Chase will say is already there early, maybe eating, because I mean, come on, it's free food, so he's not going to be late. Kyle will be there. I'll say Kyle will probably be there shortly after Chase arrives. He'll see Chase eating, and he'll sort of smile to himself, and he'll walk over and say, "This table taken?"
Only by me so far. Sit down. They're coming.
I was gonna say, where's the rest of your friends?
They always get hung up in things. Dresses and makeup and crap.
You doing all right, Ian?
I think so. Gonna be a lot poorer soon. Went to talk to a lawyer
You went to talk to a lawyer.
about Lux.
Oh, I see. And?
I'll try to make things right. Pay my fine. Be legitimate about things. Are you in uniform? He's not in uniform, right?
He actually is not in uniform. No, he's wearing. He's in civilian clothing at the moment, wearing a light blue golf shirt.
Yeah, he does look at his clothes first. I'm only telling you this because you're not dressed like a cop.
Fair enough. Look, though, if any issues come out of that lawyer friend, you let me know.
I'll let you know.
He'll take a hand, he'll give you a pat on the shoulder. It'll be at this point that Molly, you'll arrive, I think, next. And
she's wearing the green jumpsuit. She's wearing the boots that Tiffany gave her. And
Sure.
she's kind of nervous. She actually has the stress ball.
okay.
And she's kind of squeezing it, kind of pacing around, and she goes up to Noir at the counter.
Hey, what would you like to order? Maybe hot cocoa?
Are you serving Irish coffees by any chance? And she's glancing
I
at the
am.
door.
Don't worry.
Okay. And she.
You want one as
she's-
well?
Sure. I'll have what she's having. And she's just squeezing the ball, and she says, "Do you really think it'll be all right?"
Just be yourself, okay?
Okay, I'll try. And she's tossing the ball in her hand.
Okay. The bell over to the chimes or whatever, or over by the door will ring, and in walks a very cute young lady, Dr. Pearl. She is wearing a cream-colored blouse. It is sensible yet cute. She is wearing a light green skirt. She has on a pair of pumps, and nothing really on herself as jewelry, with the exception of two very small, nothing lavish, but very small pearl earrings. And she comes in, and she walks over to the counter right when Molly is finished ordering, and she says, "Molly."
And she drops the ball. Oh, sorry, Dr. Pearl. Alicia, I'm sorry. You startled me a little.
Sorry, I'm a little later. I hope that you weren't waiting for too long.
Oh, no. I just got here myself. And,
I've heard great things about this place.
yeah, I hear their Irish coffee is great. And she kind of steals a glance at Noir.
Oh, really?
He's already making it.
Well, in that case, how can I say no to that?
And I've already ordered for you, so don't worry about that. Do you want anything to eat?
Sure, she says. What kind of sandwiches do you serve here? I'm vegetarian, by the way.
Ah, excellent. We have a few delicacies here. What type of style of cuisine sandwiches do you like? Something native to the region or something foreign?
Something foreign? Oh, wow. I didn't know this place was that fancy. I guess something foreign.
Okay, I know a few Kalosian recipes. Would that be okay with you?
Can you do anything with a grilled cheese sandwich?
I can definitely do a thing with grilled cheese sandwich. I'll whip you up one.
How would you make that Kalosian? I'm just curious.
Do you have any allergies before I...
Nope, no allergies.
I have a pinch of cinnamon. It's my father's recipe.
Interesting.
Sounds
That
odd,
sounds-
but it works somehow.
I think I'll give that a try. Thank you. What was your name again?
Noel.
Noir. Thank you, Noir.
Yeah, so
Enjoy your meal.
Thank
Take
you.
a seat wherever you like.
She'll go over to the table and you'll be seated. And she'll, when she looks at who's sitting on the table, she'll actually say, "Oh, Lieutenant, good to see you." And then Kyle says, "Hello, Alicia. How are you?" "I'm doing just fine." She says, sitting down, "I didn't realize you were joining us." "I didn't realize you were joining us either." "Well, what a small world." "I assume that you know Molly?" "I do indeed, yes. It's good to see you again, Miss Moon."
hello, Lieutenant. Nice to see you too.
"You look very nice.
Oh.
I like the dress."
Thank you very much. And
She says, "That's really cute, Molly. I actually didn't realize until you pointed it out that we match." And she's pointing at the skirt that she's wearing. It actually matches with your outfit.
oh yeah. Funny coincidence, isn't it? And Molly's actually gonna reach into her bag and she's gonna pull out a piece of paper, and she says, "Here, I drew a picture for you."
Oh, well, that's sweet. She takes a look at the picture. What is it?
It's a picture of Dr. Pearl standing next to Minerva.
Oh, wow. Is that Minerva? That is so cute.
Molly's like, "Yeah, I drew it for you. I remember we used to talk a little bit about drawing and artwork, so I thought I'd show you how I've improved."
This is really great work, Molly. I like how... So out of character, is it just a pencil drawing? Is it a, charcoal drawing? Is it a chalk drawing? Like, what is it?
Is
Just
it
a-
stick figures?
Is it stick figures?
It's just a
everywhere.
A bunch of
Just a pencil
crayons?
sketch.
Okay. Pencil sketch.
Yeah, it's a pencil sketch with a bit of shading done with the lead.
She says, but I'm a little flattered though. I don't think I look nearly as nice as this. She says as she's holding it up to everybody, and she actually looks really nice. Dr. Pearl actually looks very nice in that drawing.
Well, I think it looks just like you.
Oh, thank you. She says, and she takes a look at it. "I love it. I wish I could draw like this. You have quite a talent."
Molly looks away and she's like, "Well, I've been practicing."
It'll be at this point that Tiffany will arrive, I would say. And when you go through the doors, you'll see Kyle. He'll smile and he'll wave you over.
Smile, waves, heads over.
You'll head over. Kyle will get up, and he'll actually pull a chair out for you.
Oh, aren't you sweet? Already in stilettos, so doesn't have to go up to tiptoes, pecks his cheek. Sorry to keep you waiting.
No, not at all. And he will help you into your chair, and he'll have a seat. He says, "Do you want something from the menu? I can order us something."
Some coffee would be great.
Coffee. Coming right up. Anything you'd like to eat as well with that?
Pauses, looks over, sees Noir, smiles. Noir, sweetie, do you remember the salad I had the first time I was here? It was really good.
Yeah, torchic salad.
Awesome, you're the best.
What type of coffee would you like, Tiffany?
I think just a simple black coffee.
Okay.
I'll get it.
Oh,
Kyle says as he'll get up and he'll go get it. And then finally, at this point, Nevi and Cassie will come in through the doors. Hey guys, Nevi says.
Oh, hey! Come over. There's a place to sit.
We've got a whole party here.
Yeah, come join us.
She'll go ahead and have a seat. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Cassie still looks a little reluctant, but she smiles and takes a seat. Oh, and just for the record, black turtleneck, zip-up neck, khaki cargos, running shoes, and a nice red and white hairband that's patterned like a Pokeball.
Oh,
Green velvet
cute.
draft dress, matching heels,
Cute.
hair back in a bun.
Nevi's very casual. She's right now just wearing a pair of blue jeans, and we'll say she's wearing, her fashion can be a little tomboyish at certain times. So she's wearing flannel. She's wearing flannel something. So.
Well, Molly will stand up and she'll say, "Well, now that everyone's here, everyone, this is Dr. Pearl that I've told you about."
Oh, please call me Alicia.
Nice to meet you,
Alicia.
Alicia.
Nice to meet you.
She says Molly's been telling me a lot about you guys lately. You guys seem to be really great friends.
What exactly has she been telling you?
Now, Cassie, do not be sassy.
Well,
Sassy
you know,
Curious.
she was just talking about how, ever since you guys met, that her life has definitely changed since then, she says with a smile.
I assure you guys it was all good stuff.
Okay, I'll trust you.
Well, I guess. She's actually going to reach for her necklace, which is actually now the green emerald angel that she got yesterday. Lets her hands curl around it.
Okay. That's a lovely necklace, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I just made it this morning.
Oh,
I wanted to keep it with me.
do you make a lot of jewelry?
Oh, yeah. Jewelry, clothing, accessories. Oh, I'm
wow.
sorry. I do contest consulting for Pokemon Center here in Saffron.
Oh, well, that sounds like fun.
Oh, it is.
I always enjoyed watching Pokemon contests.
Oh,
Well, you know.
The costumes are definitely my favorite part. I'm
oh,
sorry, Mom.
I like her already. Molly, marry this one.
I beg your pardon?
Molly gets flustered and she says, "So Alicia, you know."
Olivia, your Irish coffee is ready. Here you go. Oh, everyone else here who drinks, Cassie, Nevi, order. And it's an 18 intuition, just in general, for the general quality of food and drinks. And
Ooh,
those who
yeah.
can have latte art and presentation, has gone out.
Ooh,
It's very, very
nice.
pretty.
Nice.
Molly, were you trying to say something? Dr. Pearl asks.
Yes. Actually, Tiffany was actually was actually the leader of our contest group, and Bullet was in it, and all of our Pokemon were in it, and we actually ended up winning.
Oh, that reminds me. Takes out cell phone, starts punching things in, slides into middle of table. I didn't know they were recording this at the time, but there we are.
Oh,
Here the Pokemon are.
Wow. Oh my goodness, those costumes. Did you make them?
Yep.
Wow,
I didn't sleep
Tiffany.
for a week. Worth it.
I mean, I'm no expert or anything in that, but Tiffany, you seem to have quite an eye there for these sort of things.
Yeah, I do.
She knows her
Smiles.
stuff.
Well, Molly, it seems like you're surrounding yourselves with some really talented and gifted people.
yeah, it's true. Cassie's really smart.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
I would. You're very smart.
Prism Labs.
Is that so? You work for Prison Labs. Oh my goodness.
I know.
It's really
right?
hard to get it's really hard to get a job over there.
Oh, I knew a guy. All about connections, right?
Oh, well, I'm sure that helps a lot, but even so, I think that the criteria for all of their employees is still very high.
I mean, I'll admit, I like to learn.
Nicest way I've ever heard that put.
So are you a member of their tech department? Are you a member of their biology department? Chemistry department?
I've kind of been flitting around recently. Looking over various groups' work, helping here and there where I can. The notes are actually pretty fascinating.
Oh. And how about and she turns over to I guess to Nevi and says, and how about you? And Nev says, oh, I'm just a rookie, cop in training, I guess, with this big lug over here. And Kyle just kind of, says hi. Well, she says, I hope that you enjoy working, not to put you on the spot, but I hope that you enjoy working with the lieutenant. Oh yeah, he's all right, Nevi says. Lieutenant, takes a sip of his mug.
Well, Nevi, tell her about the whole you speaking with Pokemon thing.
Oh, well, yeah, that's sort of something that I do on the side. Oh, what do you do on the side? Speaking Pokemon? Yeah, I'm a linguist, a Pokemon linguist. Oh my goodness. So, are you able to communicate with Pokemon? It's not always perfect, but I mean, I'm able to hold my own. My goodness, she says, that's an incredible gift. Tell me, Nevi, have you ever thought about perhaps being a Pokemon psychologist? Pokemon psychologist? Not really. I never really thought about that. I didn't go to school for that kind of thing, though. Oh, well, I just thought about it because they definitely are in great need of more people in that field who actually can communicate thoroughly with Pokemon. I imagine that you could probably get a very large salary for that. The demand for that kind of position is very high. Something to consider if you're willing to invest in, getting your degree for it. Oh, interesting. Interesting, Nevi says as she thinks about it more.
I mean, if it pays enough, maybe your family would be okay with it.
That actually is pretty accurate, Cassie. Pretty accurate indeed. Your family? Oh, yeah. So my mom is actually Governor Kearney. Oh. So Molly,
Sips coffee. This is really good noir.
Yes. She's very sweet, Miss Dr. Pearl. So she's not the kind of person who, outwardly says anything bad about anyone. So Dr. Pearl's like, oh, okay, well, that's nice.
Before you get to thinking anything, she's the good egg, just so you know.
She says, actually, I'm the bad one, and that's why it's good.
Whatever.
So, yeah, Molly will slide Dr. Pearl's cup closer to her and say, well, here, let's give it a try.
Drink this.
It smells really good.
And
She
Jerry
gives it a
Skullman
sip.
gets no introduction.
She blows it. Ooh, she says as she sort of jiggles a little bit. Ooh, that is a very good one, Miss Noir. This is really good. I might have to. It's so good. I might have to order another one.
Thank you.
Another one. Then
Ooh.
And another one. And another one.
Where's Robert when you need him? Okay.
Molly, you're going to be a lady.
Sandra, Nevi, what would you like to get?
Nev?
Coffee?
Do you got? So I hate to be that girl, but do you have any beer?
No.
All right. Cassie, order for me.
Yeah, Cassie, go be a good date
Oh.
and go order.
I was actually feeling far-fetched soup if you guys have that.
Date? Is this what this is? Nevi says. Cassie, you never said.
Wait, who just said it was a date?
Tiffany is so leading into Kyle's heart.
Tiffany did.
Like, so anyway, I was thinking.
Have you been holding out? She says, folding her arms.
She'll, slightly flustered, she'll grin, roll her eyes, and give her a little nudge with her elbow and say, "We'll call this a test run."
Oh, okay. So, well, then in that case, if we're testing things, order me something. Order me a drink,
Okay.
and it better be good. Chop chop, woman. She
Here,
says.
let's make this fun and see if we get a chance of failing. I'm gonna roll if I
Oh
know
boy.
what she would like.
Yes, go ahead. 25. Okay.
By now, it's just a formality.
I try.
So basically, she would ask for a medium green tea latte, although with 2% milk, and using only 3 scoops of powder as opposed to the normal 4 scoops of powder.
Okay.
No heavy cream. No cream on top. Very specific.
You, as a GM, are gonna have to remind me as I'm talking, because I can't remember all that.
You're gonna spit that out. It's okay. I'll say you want to spit that out word for word.
I got it. And then give the order.
She gives all of the details.
And as she finishes, she'll just like turn her, gaze to Nevi as a sort of silent, "How about that?"
She gives you a really impressive look and then says, "Well, I mean, there's a courthouse right across the street. We can elope now."
Let's not rush into that.
Oh.
But did Noir fall over?
It's like,
I feel like Noir would have in character fallen over. But
like, he has a good poker face. I don't.
hey, Cassie, you know me. I don't waste time. So I mean, either do what you got to do on the pot or get off.
I'm a little alarmed
make a
that
good
you're
money cake.
comparing this to that.
That's one way to put it, I guess.
So, with another much more, lighthearted roll of her eyes at this point, she'll look back at Nora again and say, "So, Farfetch soup, do you have it?"
Yeah, it's a little expensive because Farfetch is endangered species.
Yes, that is true. Farfetch soup is an endangered species, especially since they come with their own leek as well.
So are they actually back into the endangered zone? I thought we managed to pull out of that.
I think Kyle says, I think that there's been a rise in their popularity over the last couple of years, so it might be dwindling again.
People like eating
All right.
them.
Scratch that order then. How about a hot cocoa?
I can do that. For
Beautiful.
somewhat the soup.
So wait, Nevi says, so clearly Cassie and I are together now. So is everybody doubling up now? Is everyone doubling up? You over there, she says, pointing at Chase. Who are you with?
I'm with nobody. I'm just waiting for everybody to just confirm things so we can all talk without talking around things. By the way, Dr. Pearl there, Molly collects a lot of your business cards and draws pictures of you all the time. She's really infatuated with you. She talks to you about, like, even in her dreams, I hear her whisper your name. So I just want to put that on the floor. Dr. Kyle there.
Molly is beet red. Beet red.
Kyle, Tiffany talks about you all the time. That thing in the hotel room was just, I couldn't get her to stop talking about that. I had to leave rooms. And she's really fascinated by you in the towel, by the way. And she does think you look better
Takes
than
Chase under the table, hard.
Oh,
Molly is beet red, and she's knocking back her drink now. Really
You're
knocking
very
it back.
pretty.
Did I say something out of place, or?
Yes.
Cassie will glance at Nevi with a smirk and just say, "Amateurs."
Dr. Pearl is speechless as well. She is also turning red in the cheeks, though. Not as red as Molly, but red in the cheeks. And she says, whew, she says, this beverage, I think, might have a little bit more than I originally thought. It's quite, definitely quite strong.
Very hot and very strong, isn't it?
I prefer that in my guys. Hug Styles' arm.
Well played.
Oh, God.
I think I need to go to the girls' room for a moment, she says. Excuse me for a moment. And Dr. Pearl will get up and walk off to the girls' room.
Molly's beet red, and she looks up at Tiffany and she says, "Should I go after her?"
Yes.
Okay, she goes and she walks after, kind of not running, but somewhat briskly walking after.
So
her.
not fully desperately.
With
Not too
determination.
desperately, just with determination.
Nevi looks back towards Chase and says, "Wow. Well played, sir. Well played." And she holds up her hand for a high five.
Don't encourage him.
Sometimes people just have to see where they have to get to and just sprint, you know?
I wear heels. Sprinting's not a good idea.
It's nice to take things slow.
Kyle shakes his head and he says, "Ian, was that really necessary?"
Well, nothing's ever necessary. You can't make things happen if you keep playing by the rules and acting normal. Sometimes you gotta be irrational if you want good things done.
Fair enough, but Miss Moon was clearly very nervous about the whole thing.
And now she gets to get over it quickly.
I just think it would have
People
been...
like a sense of romance to be swept off their feet.
I just saved her a lot of time. I mean, what if she doesn't have time, right?
Ooh, that's a good turn.
Chase will get up
Actually,
at that point. He's like, yeah, he's going to go and sit at the bar. He's like, I hope you all enjoy your meals together as couples. I'll meet you at the bar, Noir, if you want to keep talking.
Yes, talk sense into him.
I have to work. It's actually my job. Here's your latte and hot cocoa.
Thanks.
Meanwhile, in the bathroom,
So,
you're going to go in and you're going to
She's-
see Dr. Pearl. Go ahead.
yeah, she goes in and she's like, really embarrassed, really red, and she says, "Sorry about him. He speaks his mind."
Oh. She says, "Well, I'm a psychologist, so people who speak their mind actually normally makes things really a lot easier.
And
Not complicated."
she's like rubbing the back of her neck. She's rubbing her hands. She's looking basically everywhere except at Alicia at the moment. And she says, "That was mortifying."
She looks towards you and she says, "Molly, are you feeling uncomfortable by what he said?"
It's not the way I would have said it.
"Well, how would you have said it then?" she asks.
And she's still doing this, and she says, "Okay, you helped me out of a very dark place when I was in prison, and ever since then you've been a really good friend to me, and you've helped me. Even yesterday when we were on the phone, you knew just what to say to make me feel better. And I respect you as my doctor. I trust you and I value you as my friend. And lately, I've been wondering if we could be more than that."
Wow. Wow. Molly, I have to say I'm very humbled that about how you feel, that's how you see me. That's one of the nicest things anyone's ever said to me. I'm very flattered.
It's all true. And she's still blushing, still rubbing her hands together again, and she says, I had hoped I could say it to you while we were alone somewhere, not in front of everyone like that. But
Chase strikes me as the kind of person who he seems to be the kind of person who doesn't like watching things. When he thinks something needs to happen, he seems to jump on and makes it happen.
He does. He runs off away from everyone because he thinks something should be done now, not later. And I think he did it to just get everything out on the table, as it were.
Yeah. No, I understand, and I definitely get if this is really uncomfortable for you. I don't think I'm helping with the discomfort either. I'll start by saying, Molly, there's nothing for you to be embarrassed about. It's very common. The opposite's common as well. When you have, for example, a doctor taking care of a patient, and then over time that doctor starts being attached more and more with the patient, and they end up developing feelings for the patient. And so, not that that's a bad thing at all, but, during those situations, if somebody's looking at it from a third party, you start to wonder, does that doctor care about the patient because they actually genuinely care about that patient in the way, or more because they have a sense of pity or obligation or responsibility for that patient? And I can definitely see that the opposite happens too between patient and doctor, where the patient instead grows an attachment to the doctor as well. They're very common things. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to overanalyze that. It's just the psychologist in me kind of couldn't help but blurt that out.
Molly says, so that was Dr. Pearl speaking. What does Alicia say?
Well, what would Alicia say? Do you mind? She says as she walks over. So this particular coffee shop, the girls' bathroom is actually relatively nice, in that there's a small, not fancy couch, but there's a small,
just
couch bench thing, just a little sitting area. So Dr. Pearl will get onto the little bench thing, and she'll sort of lie back on it as if that's the chair, as if that's a psychologist's chair.
Okay.
And she says, "Well, Dr. Moon, let me tell you about how I feel."
Oh, and Molly's surprised, but then she says, yes, please tell me.
She says, "Well, there's this girl that I have been seeing, not romantically seeing before, but I've been seeing her for quite some time over the years, and this girl definitely has been a joy to work with. I feel that she and we've definitely formed a bit of a bond, we've definitely formed a bit of connection. Not that I haven't with any of my other patients as I try to do, but, well, I have to say, this one's different. And I was trying to figure out how different this person was. I've actually talked about this admittedly with my brother as well. And he believed that despite the taboo, because that was one of the concerns, of course, the taboo of a doctor pursuing something, romantically with another patient, that stigma does exist. And he told me that he believes I deserve to be happy as well. And perhaps that in some sort of relationship, that person may be able to, provide me with a bit of mental and psychological guidance and help too, in a way.
Molly's just standing there absorbing all of this, and she'll kind of go over and she'll sit next to Dr. Pearl on the couch, like near her feet.
Sure. Yeah.
Near her feet.
What do you think, Doctor? What do you think I should do, Dr. Moon?
Well, I think your brother's right. I think you should do whatever makes you happy.
Do you think that this person that I'm talking about would prefer us moving towards this in a slow pace? Would that sound reasonable?
Molly's she's sitting there and she looks over at Dr. Pearl and she says, "Slow is all right." And she leans in.
Oh, she leans in.
For a kiss.
Nice. You lean in for a kiss, which does actually surprise Dr. Pearl a bit. So she shakes a little bit when your lips press against hers, but she doesn't pull away. Mm-hmm. Mostly because you're on top of her, and she's on the couch, and she's on top of her, so she doesn't pull away. She could push you away, but she doesn't push you away. And then, you're sharing this beautiful moment, and then you, eventually, when you do pull away, from the kiss, she looks into your eyes and she says, "So slow?" Is all
Hey, I slowly leaned in.
At that moment, you hear a flushing sound in one of the stalls, and the door swings open, and there's a woman comes out, and she's got like a newspaper on her, over her face, who looks very embarrassed, and she said, sorry. She quickly washes her hands, and then she covers her face again as she's walking out of the bathroom. Sorry. The door shuts again.
Molly says, "This wasn't where I imagined our first kiss."
Where did you imagine our second kiss would be?
Well, let's find out.
Nice. We'll just let them. You can use your imagination where it goes from there. You can use your imagination. So, meanwhile, how are we gonna top that? Back at the table while this is happening, Kyle's going to turn to Tiffany and say, "So how are things going, Tiffany?"
I'll be fine.
All this talk that Nevi's been talking about people pairing up. So I guess I just want to know what exactly is this? Just so I'm aware.
That's actually a very you question to say, or what little I know. Okay, co-eds, go to another table. Shoo, private conversation time. Take your drinks, go see Chase. In other words, Nevi, Cassie, leave.
Mm-hmm.
She's waiting till they go. Yeah. Bye, kitties.
How rude.
I
Cassie,
know.
can you believe this?
I cannot. You know what?
Cassie, you should be used to it by now. I've tried corrupting you, keeping you up all night in Castilia. You blew me off. Oh, you should know, she threatened to play footsie with me. So if you're the jealous type, I'd keep an eye on that one.
I did no such thing, for the record.
Okay, Cassie, she's not invited to the wedding. Just so
Oh!
Yeah,
Well,
Cassie will take your cocoa and get up.
Volleys, so go on. You are.
Well, all right. Come on, Cassie, she says as she wraps her arm around your shoulder.
And yes, we'll go with her.
Okay. Kyle watches as they leave, and he says, "Thank you."
No problem.
That takes initiative. I definitely appreciate the initiative.
Aw. No, the only stages I like are contest stages. Okay.
Fair enough.
I know I'm in like with you. I want to see where this goes.
All right. Well, well, I would not be lying. I would be lying if I said that I didn't notice that you are, of course, a very attractive, well put together young lady. And I have to say that over the course of our friendship these last several weeks, I definitely have enjoyed your company.
Aww.
Just gotta warn you, I'm not very good at this whole relationship thing. I haven't been in a relationship for a very long time, so I'm willing to give this a try too if you just understand that you might have to be patient with me.
I think I can do that, provided you're the same with me. Rests your hand on top of his, squeezes.
He'll accept the hand and he'll squeeze back. All right, let's do this then.
All right.
Why don't we have a proper dinner at some point?
All right.
You and I.
Pick a day. Oh, not this week, Wednesday. Sorry, I have an obligation with friends. Not
That's fine.
this group.
Why don't you pick a date and I'll pick a place?
All right. 2 weeks from now.
All right. 2 weeks from now it is.
All right. Takes out phone, enters in. So how's your day been?
Things at the office has been, well, crazy as usual, but nothing completely out of the ordinary, at least compared to what we've been through for the last several weeks.
Yeah. We are going to have the most awesome stories to tell our kids one day. Assuming we get that far.
I'm concerned, however.
About?
I'm concerned, honestly, about you guys.
All right.
I just wanted to say that I think that this is a very good idea. I kind of had the feeling that you all were dealing with a lot of things as of late, and I think it's kind of nice that we're here, well,
More or less together.
more or less together. So thank you for organizing this. It was a good call. You're very good at that kind of stuff, Tiffany.
Thank you.
That's one of the things I've always admired about you.
Blushes at that.
How about yourself? How have you been?
I've got some bad news. I'll be fine.
Is this about your mother?
Yeah, and my person that raised me might not actually be my biological father. Which is why he was really distant to me growing up. And I just found this out last night. So, and sorry if I'm not exactly my charmingest right now.
I'm very sorry, he says, as he takes a hold of your hand again. I mean, I wasn't raised by my biological parents either. But they were wonderful. I love them.
Right, you were going to tell me about them one day.
I mean, I don't think there's really not too much to tell. My mother, she was a school teacher.
What was your hometown?
He lived in Vermilion City. My dad was a sailor. He actually was one of the crew members of the SS Anne.
Oh, that explains the discipline thing.
Yeah, I would say he kind of set a pretty tight ship around the house, but he was a good man.
No, they're still not with us, or?
No, he's retired.
Oh, okay, sorry. Well, I hope I get
He's
to meet them
retired.
one day.
I'm sure you will. They, every now and then, one of the perks of being the son of a sailor at the SS Anne is that I've got a lot of cruise trips for free. Have you been on a cruise before?
Not that I remember.
Well, one thing I have to tell you is that when you go to one of these cruise ships, prepare to gain a lot of weight because of the amount of food. It
No.
is just constant food all the time, and it's all great.
Oh, that part I believe, but no. We will figure out some way to work off calories, I'm sure. Winks.
Wow. And at that point, Kyle gets a little beet red.
Oh, that's adorable on you.
I think at this point, Molly and Dr. Pearl are going to come out of the bathroom, also beat red. She's going to say, hey, it's very warm in that bathroom.
Yeah, over here too.
Yeah, and a little bit before that, there's this embarrassed-looking woman coming out. Actually leaving the shop, coming out.
So,
Miss Moon, Dr. Pearl.
You two okay?
Hi, Kyle.
We're perfectly fine.
And one thing that Tiffany notices, because she's a fashionista,
Yes.
is that a couple of Dr. Pearl's buttons
Oh, I was
are
going to roll
undone.
for this. Thank you.
Oh yeah, a couple
Harkius
of
for
her
the
buttons are
gift.
undone. So I think she was trying to button up, but she missed. And you know, her hair is like a little tousled, just a little bit.
By the way, Molly is smiling, probably bigger than you've ever seen her smile.
Just to note that for the next in-game 3 days, you're going to get a +2 morale bonus, Molly, to all of your rolls. +2 for the next 3 days.
Awesome.
You are on cloud 9. Oh my
Cloud
gosh.
10, Cloud 11.
Yes. Petra will give you you're in like with Kyle, so we'll say a +1. You're in like. So we'll say a +1 for the next 2 days.
Okay.
Because you're in like with Kyle. So
Yes.
Right.
I think this is Molly's first real serious relationship that she's been wanting for some time. So I think a +2
Yeah.
for 3 days is fair.
Plus, she actually got to make out, so
Yeah, and she actually got to, yes.
we're working on it.
We're-
Don't worry.
So, would you like any more calories? I mean, coffee. Coffee, Miss Moon.
I'll have whatever she's having.
Okay. Meanwhile, while this is going on, Nevi is going to be chatting with Cassie, and she's gonna say, "So, I know we're just playing and all, but Tiffany's not implying that there's anything seriously going on between the two of us, is she?"
Well, I don't know. You tell me. Are you attracted to me?
Are you attracted to me?
I mean, if hypothetically I were, what would your response be?
Well, if hypothetically you were, then I would say that, well, hypothetically, sure. I mean, you're not bad looking.
Oh, I think I should take that as a compliment.
Hey, she says, I'm not that shallow. If I was gonna like you, I would like you more for your brains than your looks.
Well, if we were then to have a sort of mutual attraction, I would not be against trying something in the near future.
Oh, well, I see. All right.
You just have
So
to
you're-
understand, there's a lot going on right about now.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you're dropping this bomb on me now? With everything that's going on?
No. Do you not know what hypothetical means? Come on, girl.
Well, yeah, I mean, yes, exactly. Hypothetical is just hypothetical. But I
Exactly.
mean, hypothetically speaking, if you know, we come out being just fine over the next couple days, then, you know, hypothetically, what do you think would happen?
Well, I mean, there's this first event to get through, and then there's, I talked about on the phone to get through. There's a lot of stuff, but if that all went okay, I could see something. I mean,
All right.
I might not be bad looking, and you're frankly gorgeous, so I think there's a chance of something.
And, I mean, there's something to be said about the fact that my mom seems to like you more than she likes me.
Well, let's be fair. Who doesn't like me?
Touché.
I meant that sarcastically, but alright.
She says, "Oh, come on, Cassie. Like, I know you like to pretend that you're all caustic and abrasive, but deep down inside, I know you. You're squishy. Squish, squish.
Oh, I'm squishy, huh?
Oh yeah, squishy. You heard me." She takes another sip of her from her mug. Wow, this green tea latte, it's very good.
Man, it's exactly what you would have ordered, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Admit it.
Yeah, okay, so I'll admit there's some perks, there's some hypothetical perks to this.
Thanks for talking me into coming out here. If we're being real for a sec.
Hey, I'm always gonna look out for you, right? I always wanna make sure you're okay. I mean, I didn't have very many friends growing up as a kid. I mean, a lot of people were just plain scared of my parents. You, however, I mean, I don't know, if at the time I wasn't sure if you were stupid or crazy for hanging out over at our place all the time. Clearly you're not stupid, so
I must be crazy.
I mean, you said it, I didn't.
To be fair, you might not be that far off.
I mean, we got a doctor over there, so a psychologist over there, so, if I were you, I'd start, maybe seeing her.
I think she's already taken.
She takes a look over there and says, "You think so? Okay."
Just a hunch.
I mean, cause, okay, well, fair enough. But no, in all seriousness, Cass, like I said, you've always been there for me. You've always looked out for me too. And yeah, of course, I enjoyed being with you.
And I don't know how serious you were about wanting to move quickly and everything, but you wouldn't mind waiting until all this is over?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I've got a lot of options lined up. She says, like the lieutenant, no, he's over there. And, well, we said the psychologist is already, I mean, Chase is over there, she says,
yeah?
pointing at him. Yeah. He's not awful looking either. I don't think he's as smart as you.
No one's stopping you from talking to him.
Would you stop me hypothetically if I started talking to him?
You know what? I'd like to see this. What kind of moves do you have hidden up your sleeves?
Oh, really? Is that a challenge?
Well, I mean, you can talk to Pokemon, but humans are something else.
Okay, all right. You think I can't work my magic?
I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying... Good.
You just want me to make you jealous.
That's what it is. You got me. Let me know.
Okay.
Let me know
I
what
see.
I have in store.
The heart grows fonder with what it can't have. I see. All right. Okay. All right, Pine. She stands up a bit. She tousles her hair a bit. Maybe unbuttons something, and then she makes her way over to Chase, who probably has their back to them right now. Probably isn't seeing this coming at all. Mm-mm. And she goes over. Nevi goes over to you, and she says, "Is this seat taken?"
I don't think so.
All right. Don't mind if I do.
Hey, how you been?
Is this Lux
Yep.
talking?
Picks his head out of the hoodie.
Hey, Lux. How's it going?
Pretty good. He wasn't a jerk today, or yesterday.
Oh,
Few touch and go moments with Noir, but he
Chase.
did right.
Lux says you weren't a jerk today.
And yesterday. Very proud of him. Pats his chest.
Just one of those days. Just random days. Do you know that this food tastes better than anything I've ever pulled out of a dumpster?
I'll believe
Thank
it.
you.
I mean, I was just telling Cassie that the green tea lattes here are the bomb. Let me tell you.
Imagine I drink out of a pond.
She says that actually sounds kind of fun.
Well, it depends who you gotta push your way through to get there. Sometimes there's these dudes that hang out there. I mean, they are filthy. They bathe in there, you know?
Well, I'm not trying to brag, but my family, they're pretty well off, and quite frankly, I kind of start getting a little bit tired of all the fancy schmancy stuff we had at home. Being able to actually go diving into a pond, skinny dipping. You ever skinny dipped into a pond?
Yes.
It is quite a rush.
And I just take baths. I just go in because I have to. Otherwise, I'd be filthy. So I don't know if you call that skinny dipping. No one's taking pictures and putting them on these social media things that are going on out there.
Filthy? How filthy, Chase? How filthy do you get?
Sometimes I go like 2 weeks without bathing because I can't get to the water.
Ah, I see. All right. Well,
I mean, I
It's
try to
awful.
keep up with things now by, using Tiffany's shower every now and again. Just,
you've been using Tiffany's shower?
Yeah, I was there
Wow,
yesterday.
Chase,
Before we went
I'm
to
impressed.
before we went to her parents' house for dinner.
She taps you on the. She gives you a slight shove on the shoulder. You've got some moves.
I do awesome parkour stuff. You should see me on the weekends. It's actually when I train. There's like this neighborhood I use like the urban tracks from, and we got all these like rigs set up. Me and my couple buddies, like awesome moves. I got this aerial move, man. It's come in handy in some fights. I mean, I'm trying to learn this one thing where I can jump off of a 4-story building and actually survive the fall. It's one thing at a time, just motivation.
Wow, impressive. Parkour. You sound very athletic.
He is.
I definitely would be interested in seeing some of those moves someday.
You should come by sometime with your social media devices and put them on the intro.
Wow.
She looks a little puzzled at
Really?
you when you say that. So tell me, Chase. Everyone's back over there. They're chatting with each other, and I was curious about you, because of all the people here, you're the most mysterious one in the group.
I feel like I'm pretty forthcoming with all the things I have to say. I mean, who are you again?
Yeah, she's the translator lady. She worked with the computer lady.
I'm Rookie Nevi. I know you probably don't recognize me without my uniform, but I was the one who was helping the lieutenant get your Rotim.
I mean, your
Rotom
last
back.
name. Did I overhear your last name at that table? Your mother is the governor?
Yeah, she is.
I met her once in an alleyway.
Really? What was she doing in an alleyway?
I don't know, her monkey was stealing someone's stuff.
Oh, really? Huh. What did she say to you?
Well, she defended the monkey.
Of course she did.
She called me a vagrant, and she pretty much looked down at me and presumed that I was the one who started it.
I gotcha.
I just got thrown
So,
into a windshield, so meh.
So that doesn't really give you a first impression of me then, based on my family line, I guess.
Well, I mean, your mom was hot.
Oh, brother.
Say what?
I mean, I got her name. It's the only time I've ever asked for her name, really.
Okay. All
Just
right.
in case I ever had to. And he pulls out his phone caller sometime.
Okay. All right. You know what, Chase? I gotta go. But
Aw.
yeah, it was good chatting with you. She says.
If you ever want to call sometime, just you can write down your number, and he pulls out LaBelle's
No.
card and turns it backwards.
No.
Show
You know
her-
what?
Write your number on this
We're
card here.
we're good.
We can hang
We're
out
good.
sometime. Just
I
show you my parkour.
Yeah,
That-
needs to
no,
be more
it's-
social.
It's all right. It's okay. You just sit there and enjoy your sandwich. Sorry I bothered you.
Bye.
That's lost cause.
Nevi walks over back to Cassie. She sits down and she slumps over. And she says, "All right, that didn't quite go as well as I thought it would."
Cassie pretended she hadn't been watching and listening to everything, and just looks over at her from taking a sip, like, didn't go so well?
Shots were fired. They missed. He fired back. I just couldn't take the heat.
Well, I guess if you've got to crawl back to someone, might as well be me.
Yeah.
The burden I bear.
I know. She gives you a pat on the shoulder and gives it a squeeze.
Yeah. Yes. So actually, after Nevi leaves Chase and he's pulled out the business card for her to write her number on, now that he's got a cell phone, he's flipping the business card around and he starts just doodling on the card. This is Nobel's card, of course. As he's doodling on the card and whatnot, he keeps looking at the name. He doesn't know why. It's distracting him. Like, he's looking at the name, but he sees clouds. He sees kind of fog. And as he's scribbling on the business card, and some of his lines go over some of the letters in Nobel's name, he looks at it a little bit closer, and then he turns it upside down. And he gets up off his seat.
Yep.
And he goes towards Tiffany. And he says, "I think I found out what I learned at your dad's office. I knew I learned more than I thought, but I didn't know what it was. It was a feeling more than anything else."
Yes.
And he puts the business card down in front of her upside down, and the O and the E and the L are scratched out.
Okay.
And upside down, it shows 797.
Okay, so did you ever tell me what these numbers meant? Both in and out of character?
These are Madame Vu's numbers.
Deja?
The woman in the painting at Wade's house.
Okay, there's painting.
I saw her yesterday.
Okay, that's weird. This isn't her neck of the woods.
Your father's name upside down, remove the vowels. It's 797. He's behind on this. Our days can't be normal. And he walks out of the cafe.